CIET NCERT presents audio book Bansuri, textbook of arts for grade 5.
Page number 132. Dance. On top left corner of the page is the image of Hastamudra, that is, the hand gestures made in dances. In the middle of the page is a dancer in costume of a Manipuri dance. Page number 133. Dear teacher, first, please provide a spacious and well-ventilated area for the children. Second, the pedagogy focuses on learning dance units according to regional practices, learning about dance of other regions of the country, learning to express emotions and become comfortable in expressing emotions, understanding use of different body parts in movement and emotion, understanding the importance of collaborating in movement practice, creativity in putting together various elements of dance. Third, please address the below given curricular goals, competencies, and learning outcomes for your assessments. Fourth, focus on the effort given by the child, the attitude towards learning new things, showing empathy with emotions and expressions, and willingness to share and collaborate. Page number 134. Curricular goals and competencies are given below. Curricular Goal 1 develops confidence to explore, depict, and celebrate human experience through the arts. Competency 1.1 expresses enthusiasm to practice and perform dance and movement that is familiar to them. Competency 1.2 discusses ideas and responses while working collaboratively in dance and movement. Curricular Goal 2 exercises their imagination and creativity freely in the arts. Competency 2.1 creates and practices dance and movement sequences based on everyday actions and personal experiences. Competency 2.2 compares and contrasts movements, rhythms, postures, themes, and expressions in a variety of dance and movement styles introduced in the classroom. Curricular Goal 3 explores basic processes, materials, and techniques in the arts. Competency 3.1 makes choices while working with movement steps, instruments, costumes, and arrangements used in dance and movement. Competency 3.2 contributes ideas while selecting dance and movement sequences for performance and participates in rehearsals. Curricular Goal 4 explores beauty in their surroundings and develops an interest in a variety of local art forms and cultural practices. Competency 4.1 recognizes elements of dance and movement in nature and describes their artistic qualities. Competency 4.2 demonstrates curiosity towards local art forms and culture. Page number 135. Chapter 15. My Everyday Activities in Modes of Dance. On top left corner of the chapter is the image of Hastamudra or hand gestures. Hope dance has become a part of your life now and gives you the joy of new learnings every day. You have been exploring dance in many ways in the earlier grades, where you have equated dance movements with everyday activities. Note to the teacher: put on Indian instrumental music for the children to dance to. In the middle of the page, a few children are dancing as they wish in the classroom. On bottom left corner of the page is given the QR code which can be scanned for related information of this chapter. Activity 15.1 Dance Away. You are returning from your vacation, right? So, how about a welcome dance for all? Put on music that you enjoy and dance with your class. Incorporate suitable steps, hand gestures or hastas, and movements learnt in previous grades. How do you feel after completing this activity? Is it different from what you usually do? Page number 136. Moving and standing still. In your everyday activities, there are some actions during which you move and some during which you do not. Your movements consist of a still point from where you start moving and then come back to a stopping posture. Let us start with fun activities and see how they connect to dance movements. Note to the teacher. In this game, the teacher will divide the children into groups of 4 or 5 and again keep a 4-beat rhythm. In the image given below, 3 children are dancing as they wish. Below that is another image where 3 children are again dancing. This depicts that the groups have been formed and children are enjoying in their dance. Activity 15.2 Statue Game. Are you ready to play the game of statue? Combine movement, stillness and emotions that you practiced earlier. You move to music, and when you receive a sound cue from the teacher, you will get into a statue with a dance pose. One who fails to take a dance pose will have to pick up an emotion chit from the teacher and show that emotion. Just like in the image on the right side, few children have chosen a posture and they are standing in statue mode. A girl is sitting in a statue mode. Interestingly, all of them have made hasta mudras or hand gestures. Page number 137. Activity 15.3. Hand gestures in everyday activities. Knowingly or unknowingly, you use dance-related hand gestures in your daily activities. You are familiar with animal-related hand gestures. Now, let us explore other hand gestures in dance that symbolize different things commonly seen or used in daily life. Hand gestures. In the table below, a hand gesture name is written and beside that, the image of that hand gesture is depicted. First is Tripataka. For this gesture, raise your hand vertically, bend the ring finger, and your hand gesture of Tripataka is ready. Kartari Mukh. Stretch your hand vertically. Keep your first and middle finger raised. Join the ring finger and little finger with the thumb. The hand gesture of Kartari Mukh has been made. Aral Mudra. Raise your hand vertically. Bend your first finger. Shikhar. Stretch your palm. Turn it on the side of your palm. Bend in all the fingers. Stretch the thumb upwards. Shikhar Mudra is ready. Shuchi. Stretch your palm vertically. Make a fist. Now, stretch your index finger or first finger straight. Mrigsheersh. Stretch your palm vertically. Bend your first 3 fingers at 90 degrees. The thumb and the little finger remain stretched. Mrigsheersh Mudra is ready. Chatur Mudra. Stretch your palm vertically. Join the thumb at the base of the little finger. Keep the little finger stretched. The remaining 3 fingers are bent to 90 degrees. Trishul Mudra. Once again, stretch your palm vertically. Join the tips of the little finger and thumb. The three fingers remain stretched. Ardha Pataka Mudra. Stretch your palm vertically. The first two fingers, that is, the index finger and middle finger, remain stretched. Bend the ring finger and little finger. Bend your thumb also a little bit. Ardha Pataka Mudra is ready. Ardha Chandra Mudra. Stretch out your palm. Keep all the fingers together but stretched. The thumb is also stretched at 90 degree. Ardha Chandra Mudra is ready. Shuktunda Mudra. Stretch your palm vertically. Bend your thumb. Bend your first finger. The second finger remains stretched. Bend your third finger or ring finger. The little finger remains stretched. Shuktunda Mudra is ready. Katak Mukh Mudra. Stretch your palm vertically. Join the tips of the thumb and the first two fingers. Try to stretch the third finger and little finger as much as possible. Padma Kosh. Stretch out your palm in horizontal manner. Fold all the fingers and the thumb a little bit as if you are holding a bowl. Padma Kosh Mudra is prepared. Kangul Mudra. Make Padma Kosh Mudra as described before. Now, bend the ring finger completely inside the palm. The other fingers and thumb will also come a little bit closer. Kangul Mudra is ready. Sandansha Mudra. Stretch out your palm horizontally. Fold all the fingers and thumbs as if their tips touch each other. Closing in this manner and opening is the formation of Sandansha Mudra. Anjali Mudra. Bring both your palms together, facing each other. Join the tips of the palms and the tips of all the fingers with each other. Anjali Mudra is similar to Namaskar Mudra. Karkat. Bring your hands towards each other and interlock all your fingers. The thumbs of both the hands remain stretched. Karkat Mudra is prepared. Dola Mudra. In this mudra, arms are used. Lay down both the arms. Move both the arms a little bit away from your body. The hands are the farthest. Then the elbow is also a bit apart from the body. And both the hands are in Pataka Mudra. Utsanga Mudra. For Utsanga Mudra, make Mrugshirsh Mudra. Bring both these hands towards your shoulders. Also, crossing both the hands in Mrugshirsh Mudra at the wrists also forms Utsanga Mudra. Katak Vardhan Mudra. Make Katak Mukh Mudra with both your hands. Cross both the hands at the wrist. Shankha Mudra. Hold your left thumb in a fist with the right hand. Now, bring all the four fingers of the left hand and cover the fingers of the right hand. Now, join the right thumb tip with the fingertips of the left hand. Shankh Mudra is prepared. Samput Mudra. Stretch your right hand horizontally. Fold it a bit as if making a cup. Now, make a cup with your left hand as well. Bring your left hand over the right hand and cover it. This mudra depicts as if you are holding something or hiding something between both your hands. Khatva Mudra. Stretch both your palms horizontally. Bring the tips of your fingers together. Now, stretch the little finger and the ring finger downwards. Touch the tip of the thumbs with your stretched finger. Both these hands together form the Khatva Mudra. Kapot Mudra. This is a combination of Samput Mudra and Anjali. Make cup of both your hands like we did in Samput Mudra. Now bring them together like in Anjali Mudra. In this mudra, The tips of the palms touch each other, and then the fingertips of both the hands touch each other. In between, there is space between both the hands since the cups has been formed with both the hands. Swastik Mudra. Stretch both your hands vertically. Bring both your hands across each other at the wrists. Now, stretch the thumbs at 90 degree. Swastik Mudra has been formed. Pushpaput. Stretch both your hands horizontally. Make cups of both the hands. Now bring these hands together on the sides. They are not covering but joined together as if you are holding something with both your hands. Shivling Mudra. Stretch your left hand horizontally. Make a fist of your right hand and place the fist on the left palm. Now stretch your thumb upwards. Shivling Mudra has been made. Kartari Swastik. Make Kartari Mukh Mudra with both your hands. Now cross both the hands at the wrists. Chakra. Make Ardha Chandra Mudra of both the hands. Now bring them together as if both the palms touch each other but in opposite direction. For example, if your left hand fingers are pointing horizontally, your right hand fingers should point upwards vertically. Nagbandh Mudra. Stretch both your hands vertically. Fold the tips of all the fingers a little bit. Fold the tips of both the thumbs as well. Now bring both the hands across each other at the wrists. Nagbandh Mudra has been prepared. Avahit Mudra. Stretch both your palms horizontally. Cross both the palms over the wrists. Now stretch all your fingers in such a manner that the thumb and the index fingers are stretched outwards as much as possible and the little finger is stretched inwards as much as possible. The other two fingers lie in between. Page number 138. Hope you have understood the hand gestures provided earlier. Various hand gestures used in dance are a powerful way to communicate and express meanings and stories. Now think where you can use these gestures. Maybe when you dance, play with your friends, or just for fun in everyday activities. Now think about the below mentioned examples for the usage of the hand gestures. Hand gestures. Given below is a table with the names of the gestures and the images of the hand gestures given below them. The first is Tripataka as a flag. Formation of Tripataka Mudra is given to depict the flag. Kartari Mukh as scissors. As the name suggests, this mudra depicts the scissors. Trishul as a tree or a trishul. In the image, the hand gesture or hasta mudra of trishul has been made and there is an image of a trishul as well. Katak Mukhas as wearing earrings. The image attached to this mudra is of two hands in Katak Mukh Mudra and they both can be used to depict wearing of earrings in a performance. Karkat as stretching limbs. As you remember, Karkat Mudra is made by interlocking the fingers. This can be used in a performance to depict stretching of limbs. Dola as standing in equiposture. In this mudra, both the hands are stretched outside the body. This can be used to depict the posture of the body in a balanced form. Utsang as hugging. In Utsang Mudra, both the hands when crossed over the wrists can be used to depict hugging or embrace in a dance form. Swastik as an alligator. Swastik mudra is formed with your hands stretched and crossed over the wrists. This can be used to depict the open mouth of an alligator. Fill in the blanks with the ideas how you can use these hand gestures in daily life. Shikhar. Right in front of it, in what form can this mudra be used in daily life? Do the same for all the given mudras as well, which are Ardhachandra, Shuchi, Chatur, Samput, Pushpaput, Shivling, Chakra and Shankh. Now, each of you frame a sentence only with hand gestures, using at least one hand gesture learnt, and see if the class can guess what you are saying. Page number 139. Activity 15.4 My Arms in Dance. Have you observed how many different ways the arms move in dance? They can move in the horizontal plane, vertical plane, diagonally, or even in half circles. Now, try to move your arms in geometrical shapes as given. Circular movement. Move both arms from downwards to upwards to form a circular shape as if you are drawing a big circle. The image below has two children standing and trying to do the same movement as described. Semicircular movement. Move one arm from downwards to upwards in a circular way as if you are writing the letter C. In the attached image, two children are standing with one arm over their heads and the other arm on their sides. This depicts that they are moving their hands from side to upward direction in a semicircular movement. Page number 140. Horizontal movement. First, move and spread your arms from your front to your sides in a curve shape. In the image attached, two children are doing the same movement. They have their arms folded from the elbow in front of their chest. Now, they will stretch their arms in the forward direction and then take them to their sides. This is the horizontal movement. Second, move and spread your arms to the sides in a straight line. In the adjoining image, children are doing the same movement. In this movement, they have their right arm stretched out and the left arm folded from the elbow. In this formation, the fingertips of both the hands are in the same direction. Diagonal movement. Move and spread your arms to the opposite sides, one upwards and one downwards, forming a diagonal shape. In the image, children are standing in this posture. One arm is stretched upwards and the other arm is stretched downwards, as if forming a single line. Vertical movement. Move both arms downwards and upwards in a straight line. In first image, two children are standing in this posture. They have both their arms stretched downwards. In the other image, both these children have their arms stretched upwards over their shoulders. Can you think of other creative ways to move your arms during a dance? Make up your special arm movement and have fun showing them off. Page number 141. Eyes and eyebrows. The eyes are equally used to dance and express emotions. Have you observed when you use eyes, you use eyebrows simultaneously while talking, dancing and expressing emotions? Activity 15.5. eye movements in dance. Let us try to move eyes following imaginary lines. Parallels. The images attached depict the parallel movement of the eyes. How it is done? You look upwards towards your eyebrows with both your eyes. Also, you look downwards with both your eyes. Horizontal. For this movement, you look towards left side with both your eyes or towards right side with both your eyes. In the image attached, the dancer is looking in the same directions. Diagonal. To look in diagonal direction, you use your eyes towards left but in between left side and upward direction. Similarly, to look downwards left, diagonally, you look in between downwards and left side. Similarly, we can do for right side. You look between upwards and right side corner. And for looking downwards diagonally, you look between downwards and right side corner. The images attached also show the similar movements. Circular. For this movement, we roll our eyes in a circular motion. This circular motion can be left to right and also right to left. The images attached direct the eyes in both these motions. The practice of eye movements also strengthens the eye muscles. Level 1. Now, combine earlier arm movements with eye movements. Level 2. Now, combine eyes, arms and feet and use the same sargam to create your own movements. Page number 142. Formative assessment. Chapter 15. My everyday activities in modes of dance. The given table mentions the curricular goals, competencies, learning outcomes, and also provides space for assessment by teacher and self. Curricular Goal 1, Competency 1.1, Learning Outcome, enthusiastically dances to a music using rhythm. Curricular Goal 1, Competency 1.1, understands geometrical patterns with arm movements. Curricular Goal 1 and 2, Competency 1.1 and 2.1, Learning Outcomes, understands the different ways of movements of the eyes. Curricular Goal 2, Competency 2.1, understands the concept of movement emerging from stillness. Curricular Goal 2, Competency 2.1, Learning Outcome, imaginatively uses hand gestures for actions. All the learning outcomes to be assessed by teacher and self. Teacher's observations to be filled in the space given. Other comments also to be mentioned in the space given. The chapter ends here.
Bansuri, you were just listening to this audiobook, Textbook of Arts for Grade 5. Narration, Tripti Upadhyay. Sound recordist, Mohammad Faizan Khan. Production assistant, Soumya Malik. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.